Reggae interviews. Word sound power.
This is DJ 745 here at the Bright Star Production Studio in Portmore. We are sitting alongside two musical icons. They are both established artists in their own right, but together there is a real chemistry, a real magic, full of vibes and energy. More than 30 years later, they still sound as young and fresh as ever. Still making hits, still making musical milestones. Chaka Demus Pliers, welcome once again to Reggae Interviews.
Thank you very much, my brother. Give thanks, you know.
God bless, man. Blessed love.
I have to say, you're both looking really well in 2023. What is the secret? What are you drinking?
Well, I drink a lot of joy and happiness and peacefulness, love. You know, if you have love in your heart and, you know, you check for people and you know, mind free and, you know, corrupt in your mind and, you know, bad mind and, you know, them thing I will show up on you, understand me? The cleanness, you know?
Yes. And Pliers, what is the secret for you then?
Well, cleanliness for real is godliness. And then you can see that show up on people. When a man evil, you can't see it in his face for real. Yeah, but other than that, we eat well. You know what I mean? Certain things we don't eat. Certain, you know what I mean? We cut out certain things like the rice and the flour and the meat. Certain things, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you have to know what you're eating to, what you're putting inside your body, yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm really excited about this interview because we're celebrating so many achievements and milestones in 2023. We're going to talk about some of those achievements as we go further along, but I have to start first of all by talking about the brand new refix of Young Girl Business featuring Rina from Ghana.
Well, a good friend of mine come to me and tell me, say, boy, right now I think you should have redo Young Girl Business. And I say, it's a good idea. So, me decided to check some young artists in Jamaica and ask them, you know, some young female artists, ask them for, you know, see if them can, you know, what them can do on the song. And they never deliver properly to me still. So I decided to go ask a virgin from Kenya, from Ghana, named King Legacy.
Right, okay.
If him can find a youngster in Ghana, him introduce me to this youngster named Rina. Very, very, very talented young girl. So, you know, rest is history.
Right, okay. So I guess this is one of those situations where, you know, the powers of the internet, social media allows you both to connect with an artist from another continent.
Most definitely, yes, Rasta.
Yeah. Now, I mean, that song itself was originally released 35 years ago, in 1987, on the Skengdong recording label. This was the time when I think you were kind of like, you know, making your first steps in music. You know, the big hit single, One Scotch, Bad Chaka.
Yeah.
Some memories of those times for you?
Oh, God Almighty, you know, it was rough. I never even know how I would have reached on the international level, you know, while working, you know, them time by myself. I just work and I wonder what will happen, you know? Because you go to dance, you know, the manager, or you manage yourself. You know, nobody where say, boy, I look out for you. You have to just look out for yourself when I go up on the road and I struggle. But grace of God Almighty, you put joy in front and everything does work out, you know? Yeah, man.
Well, I think that single is definitely getting lots of airplay, lots of attention from disc jocks all over the world. And is there a video plan for that?
Most definitely, yeah, man. We're planning a video for it, yeah.
Okay. And Pliers, your career started way back in around about 1987 as well, I think. So we're sort of celebrating a similar milestone here today as well. Your earliest recordings were for people like Dennis Starr, Black Scorpio, Lloyd Pickout as well.
Yeah.
Some memories of those early days for you?
Memories of those early days was bitter and sweet. Yeah, man, because we go through the struggle, we go through the hard times. But what we ask God for, God give unto I, you know. Because I really love music and I wanted to get into music. It was very hard and struggling to go through daily without food or whatever you can afford. You couldn't afford without even transportation money. So you have to step the ground. You have to step on the ground with your feet. you know. But it was good. I as I say, bittersweet, but I really appreciate love what the creator has done for me and what the people and how the people support me, you know, through time.
Mm-hmm. But looking back though, after 35 years, would you say that the sweet overcomes the bitter?
In a sense where what I wanted to musically did happen, because I wanted to establish my music all over the world.
Right.
You know, and that happened. I get that to happen, and it's a joy if the world can, you know, listen and hear what I have to produce to them musically. I was very happy. I'm still glad for that. But the bitter part of that right now is that the guy them who sell the record, there's always a company and a group of people who sell them the record. You know, find out that there were still slave masters. There is still slave drivers and slave masters around. Seeing like them used to work the people in the field, and the people slave in the sun and work and with chains on them foot and get no result, no pay. It's the same thing them do with musically if you don't understand what you're doing. Because if you don't understand that the business, like you would have a music lawyer, if you don't have a music lawyer to help you and show you the way, or you don't have a good management, and them notice that, they'll take every dollar. They left you with nothing. And if them can take your publishing, them take everything, them take it. Mm-hmm. So the money now for make all my family happy and joyful and thing, we never really get it from the record company, even though we sell all of the record. Seeing? Mm-hmm. So that kind of sad for the situation. Yeah,
man.
You both sort of started out musically around the same sort of time, in terms of years. Were you both acquaintances or friends before you started working together?
No, not really, no. I used to listen to Pliers. I used to buy the 45, the man carry go me yard go listen to it, you know. And I always know Pliers is a wonderful singer. So, never used to be friends before we meet each other. It's just that, the music make we meet each other, you know.
Each other, yeah.
So, and we meet each other, it's like, Jah just put the music, we meet each other and we come together and put the music together and it just works. So may I say.
Yeah. And I think the great thing is it still works after all these years because, over the past sort of 12 months, we've had some great singles from yourselves, the Young Gal refix that we spoke about, and then also there's this really big song, King Tubby's, featuring another friend of yours, Anthony B.
Yes, that song. How long would that song the singer?
I would say, I think about 15 years,
Yeah.
You did say it's about 12, right?
About them time.
Yeah, but I think it's about 15 years. We do it, and then Friendship put Anthony B. On the remix.
On the remix, yes.
Anthony B is such a very good artist.
What? Yeah, man.
Very
Wicked.
good DJ.
Because I think originally that song came out on a rhythm that Friendship called the Duke Street rhythm, and I think it was an update of the Phyllis Dillon Perfidia rhythm track.
Yes, it was on Perfidia rhythm, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But again, that song itself, it's carrying a really big energy overseas as well. So I don't know really how much it's getting played here in Jamaica, because I think how Jamaica stays as far as playing music and how the rest of the world, we're in sort of two different zones.
True. Yeah, for real, yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think has been the key for the two of you to maintain this working relationship, this chemistry, to continue to make records?
I would say just understanding. I mean, we understand each other. Seeing, it's been years, so we get to understand each other and know how to, balance around each other, whatever we do. And there's another thing that always cause problem with groups that break up with money. We never have that problem from the beginning. We always share and split everything half and half, So, there's a chemistry there that a lot of people don't have or don't deal with when it comes to music, Yeah. It's just understanding, a man, if you understand and know, okay, all right, you know what I mean?
There has to be give and take.
Yeah, true give and take. That's the real thing.
Yeah. Even though I'm sure there's times when each of you wind each other up sometimes, right?
Yeah, because right now, sorry, man are no God.
No.
Sorry.
We are human, man. Them thing they
Man
do
and
happen.
man and that man of people, family, yeah.
Yeah, the husband and wife and all them things that happen to. So mostly we are man and man, and every man have them vibes sometime, you know. But we not one thing we not fight. We might have way lately and say we not shout upon each other night and we not let them think the style, them think that no. Man might just feel a little way and it just fade out. That's so it go.
Yeah.
But we still have our love in our heart for each other.
Yeah.
Maximum.
And respect,
Yeah,
respect.
Yeah, I think those values are really important, you know, and it's clear that those things are there between the two of you to be continuing to make music together in this new millennium.
Yes.
You know. Okay, for our younger viewers today, I want to go back a little bit. Let's go back to the year of 1993, 30 years ago. A little 7-inch record came out on the Mango recording label. It was a green and white recording label, and the song was called Tease Me. The rhythm was played by Sly and Robbie and Gitsy. What a song.
My word, players, tell them about it because I you know.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful song. It's a song what, you know, my brother Spanabana did that song for King Jammy's early back in the days. So I went to New York and I heard this song and so wait, this song is beautiful. I've never heard this song before, but it's a big hit. This song is a big hit. It's a huge hit. So I said to my friends, if there's a chance ever in life that I get to sign with a record company, I would surely definitely sing this song over because the world would love to hear this song.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So when we get the deal now with Island Record, now I decide say I go and record the song. When I went to the studio and record, I never liked the rhythm. You know, it's not all ways where you like work out to be the best, you know. I never really like the rhythm, but I just record. I mean, me alone record at the time. Chaka weren't there. It was me just record and think Chaka just go back into the studio and put his lyrics on it. Because most of the lyrics that you hear me record, you know, is lyrics that I had before, like in the late 80s, you know, from in the late 80s. His lyrics that we used to sing in dancehall, you know, it's the same lyrics that me and Chaka Demus used back in the 90s, early 90s.
Combine them, you know.
And it all over the world. Because we know, we know the music, the songs we used to sing, you know what I mean, the lyrics, the melody have potential. But at the time, wasn't getting the right justice that it's supposed to get.
Yeah. I remember when that song first came as a pre-release over into the UK. It came and it sold within days, and the people that got that song were very, very lucky as DJs, because then obviously there was major label attention, and then I think that song was stopped being pressed on a 7-inch pre-release. So the DJs that got it at the time, they had it, and then a lot of people had to wait almost months for that to actually be released by Island Records.
Yeah. When me and Pliers did there in New York, I remember clearly. When we were there in New York and we were supposed to come back to Jamaica, yeah? And the people, Island Record people, say, no, you can't go back to Jamaica, you know. We have to fly go straight to London because the tune and run around, we have to go up on top of the pops. You remember? Yeah, man, and we fly from New York go straight to London, top of the pops tune. I couldn't believe the tune just a run with so. But it's a great song, it's a beautiful song, and you know, beautiful song always lasts forever, you know.
Yes.
Because Tease Me is a song that will last forever.
Yeah. Because I think that song actually went number 3 in the British pop charts, you know, so I still have memories of seeing the two of you on Top of the Pops growing up as a kid in England. That's where we used to kind of like digest music from, you know. What were some memories or experiences of Top of the Pops? Because, you know, you're both here from Jamaica. Going to Top of the Pops must have been quite a different thing.
Well, you know, I mean, at that time, you know, I never really too understand about the Top of the Pops or know nothing about no Top of the Pops or so, you know, brother. It's like, I mean, we did start train from here in Jamaica in the dance hall where we hold the mic and sing in front of people. So, I mean, like, it was great, it was good, but I mean, we just do what we have to do. I mean, it's our job. At the time, we just do it. We get excited when we realize that it's something bigger than the norm.
Yes.
So we, but really and truly just like sing for the people and people enjoy.
Just like when I go in a dance hall, me check Top of the Pop, me know say it's a big thing, but me just use the same energy like when I did on King Jammies.
Right, okay.
You understand me? That's why Island Record wonder, how I go on? Me I say, I use my energy. We use our energy where we take it from the dance hall, go straight at Top of the Pops. And that's why our things are unique. When time them see with them, I say, what is this? Look new.
Yeah,
but our thing was so powerful. When it hit them realize say we hit them so.
Yes. I mean, I think that for the two of you, you come from a school in Jamaica that is used to performing on sound systems, so it just comes naturally. Whereas for other musical genres, that doesn't exist really. So, for you to actually go in there and probably do that take of Tease Me first time, one take, is probably not coming like anything. It's something that you do every day, right?
Yeah, because Top of the Pops now is like, at the time me and Chaka Demus had like a few songs in a chart in England and called the Black Echo chart.
Remember the Black Echo?
Yeah, and we have a portion of song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when them tell we know about this, them see her in the chart. I remember when the white lady said to me, it's been years Island Records haven't had it in the British National Chart, and I said British National Chart, but we don't have some hit song the other day. I'm going number one. Man, I know nothing about no British. I mean, I check the chart, but we never really know that British was that huge, you know. I mean, like, at the time,
yes. Yeah. But no, I think as you mentioned, the Black Echoes chart, that was kind of like the sort of place that everyone would still go to see what's hot, what's bubbling and things. And I think Gal Wine was probably your first big number one hit single in the UK.
We did together, the first song we did together, yeah.
That was produced by Ozzy Hibbert, yes.
Ozzy Hibbert,
yeah. So we've got this big single, Tease Me, that led to an album of the same name, and we had 6 top 40 UK hits. That is an achievement. That is a big achievement.
I think we are the first reggae dancehall act do that too,
Yes.
So we create history.
Yes.
And I mean, we give thanks to that, that it is written. Chaka Demus Pliers create history. First dancehall act from Jamaica, reggae act from Jamaica, we get 6 consecutive hits of one album.
Yes.
That is a great achievement. If you know that, people, Chaka Demus Pliers, and I am going to say this again. We are the top duo, the biggest duo, men afraid for talk, come out of Jamaica. You don't have another duo, do what Chaka Demus Pliers do. Me not poach myself, go read it, and we see.
No, but you have to say it because people will know it and don't want to say it. And you have a lot of people what I get to understand, especially here, them will know it and them try to cover it and then don't want to hear about it. They don't even want to hear nobody talk about it. So if you want to say it, you say it because you know it. So make them know it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to give thanks. Another thing to you see, I hear enough people talk a lot of things about Chris Blackwell, but let me tell you something. Mr. Blackwell, thank the eye very much for even consider Chaka Demus Pliers to come on the eye label, and we give thanks for what the eye do, the eye label do, establish Chaka Demus Pliers all over the world. We give thanks to that, all do we not get no pay.
Pliers, there's a really interesting story about Murder, She Wrote. Share the story, because that song, I think, again, had its origins over at Harry J's studio, and just how you were saying how Tease Me was a song that Spanner Banner first wrote. Share the story with our viewers about how Murder, She Wrote became the song that it is.
Yeah, girlfriend, we used to have a girlfriend back in the day, in them days there. He about 18 at the time. She, move and, we have sex, so she get pregnant. And
sex?
Yeah, I think then called XCX.
Who not sing about, man? Do you think?
Seen so. She said she get pregnant and I was very happy and doing my little thing and say, yeah, get a youth now. But then we just say she keep going for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, just walking strong, going on same way until 9 months come. I don't see her belly pushing out or anything like that. So I say, wait, this one day if she go do away with that early, And so, just come up with the idea.
Murder She Wrote.
But her name was really the name that me used to and all of that.
Okay.
But she told me that she was pregnant. See? At the time, we were looking for ideas. It's the least thing we'd write about it. Anything, because we're writing music. So the least thing, anything at all we could find to write about. Any idea come, any experience come, anything come, we write. So, just that's how that song come about. So went into the studio, recorded it now, and Chaka Demus, I did lyrics, have his lyrics before, and then just combine the two of them together. And
Yeah.
with the rhythm track and from Sly and Lied Willis, which is Gitsy, Pass and Gone. God bless him soul.
Yeah, but let me tell you my part. You talk about the girl with pretty face and bad character. My part, you see, with pretty face and bad character, my part, my lyrics is about a girl in my community.
Okay.
That tune, do that tune there for Bobby Digital,
Right.
And my community where have a pretty face, but Lord of mercy. You see character? Alright, me not say no more.
So that song itself, that was recorded at the studio at the back of Sonic Sounds, I believe, right? Upstairs?
You just like you hold the mic and that's how we hold the mic, huh?
Yeah.
And give you and
Pass the mic to each other.
Okay.
When me sing, pass the team. Because the studio never finish up.
Right, okay.
Sly was sitting there and somebody, Gitsy was sitting.
I'm say a pretty face and bad character. And people say, no, they say a girl, her name is Maxine. Yes. You see,
Oh, Shaka, sorry for
Go
that
ahead, man.
again. But I never sing Murder She Wrote with no energy or no feelings, because I want to sing it out loud from the day I make the song. I always want to sing it out. I find a rhythm track to sing it out. But because it's Chaka Demus tell me sing the song, because him say, you have a song there, singer man. Me you could put feet on this rhythm and me sing. Like me just sing a few songs, Bias and Bias, Her Love Is Burning, a few songs. When me reach Murder She Wrote, now him say, yeah man, I the song that man. So me say, the rhythm, me love the rhythm.
I saw it go with you?
I saw it go.
Alright.
Me love the rhythm musically to my soul, but me never I feel that
You
song.
mean the Murder She Wrote?
Yeah, the rhythm, I love the rhythm.
Hey, me say, when you say you never like how you sing it, me glad you see. That's why it's so big,
Yes.
Yo, me say, the man say never like when me sing the song on the rhythm, I see him say, since when him do twist and shout, And him say, you got me moving all out. And I say, boy, singer, you mash up the tune, you carry the tune to another level. Singer say, boy, I'm not feel. And
Feel it.
you remember what you say?
Yeah, because me never write the lyrics, me just go to the studio.
You
sing
carry the
something.
tune to a next level. When you come and say, you got me moving all out.
When it a work,
Yeah.
When it's working, it's working.
It's working.
Big tune.
Big tune, yes. And Pliers, you also voiced a great solo version as well, the cover of the legendary Toots Hibbert, Bam Bam, the 1966 festival song winner. Why did you cover that song back then in the 90s?
Used to love the song from I was a little kid. Because this is when that song release come out.
I don't remember.
What year? 60 what?
66.
66.
Okay, you see, that's how much 40,
But so we grow come hear it.
57 years.
Because when that come out, we not understand it. So we come hear it now and we love it because music it's there. True me hears, love it. And when I hear the rhythm, I said it sound like Bam Bam, it ring a bell. Like the rhythm track is the same, the music is the same. So it rang a bell.
Oh, okay.
So I step out of the studio. I think about it for a minute and say, wonder if I should sing it on it. And then I said, no, sir. Then I was like, because I don't know all of the lyrics. But then I was like stepping through the door. And then I said, no, I'm not going through the door and don't ask them. So I asked them if they know the lyrics. And Gitsy said, no, we don't know the lyrics, you know. Sing what you know out of the lyrics.
Okay.
That's the original lyrics, the original Toots Bamba. So I just sing what I know still.
Runway.
Because if you notice, Toots go, I, and me go, I thought it was but it's I want
Right.
you to know, I, you know.
Yes.
I go to you never know the lyrics too. So it wouldn't sound so again too, you know. And it hit again. You see.
So, you know what I mean? It's just, that's that.
That's that, yeah. I mean, I think Bam Bam and Murder She Wrote, I mean, you know, I think we have lost count of the number of times that song has been sampled. Murder She Wrote.
Well, I tell you, boy, I don't stop collect money off of that publishing. Collect some food off of it. Nice food. Give thanks, you know.
Let's share the story of Twist and Shout. Again, another memorable performance on Top of the Pops. I think the year was December 1993. Jack Radix was joining you on that song, and I think back then, in my mind, I think that was a serious contender for the Christmas #1.
Yeah, I remember at home, sitting at home, and Chaka Demus drive up. That's all I can remember. Chaka Demus drive up on my gate, you know, or drove up or whatever, but drive up on my gate. And say, singer man, singer, come here, listen to this. And I say, boom, I'm go outside and me hear me the man I play the song back. We go outside and stairs and I listen it. Me I say, what this?
Okay.
I heard his voice. I hear Jack Radix's voice and me hear film. I said, God, no, this a shot at this, you know. I see him time I lift up it. I just put down. I don't remember what I was doing, but I just straight down, head straight to the studio. I never write no lyrics. I say, I forgot on this, you know.
Right.
Chaka say, yo, oh yeah, do you know? Go sing your song, your part. I say, yo, studio. I'm just go in and them set up the mic for me. I'm just say, all right, when we can sing. I don't wanna wait in vain. All right, I look apart. Woman, I love you, it's a shame. You know, I just do my little thing.
So many hits.
I know it was a huge hit.
Yes.
With Chaka, old Chaka spice on it. The rhythm, old Sly them create the rhythm. Jack Radix, say yes.
Yeah. There's so many hits here, you know. I mean, we've not even spoken about, you know, some of the other big hit singles like She Don't Let Nobody, I Want to Be Your Man. I mean, we could go on and on, but look, 30 years is such a big milestone. What have we got coming up to celebrate this milestone?
We have the 30th anniversary album coming this year. It's gonna release in the summer.
Okay.
And we have some real strong collab on it. We have tune with Shaggy, Tanto Metro Devonte, Freddie Mcgregor, you know, just to name a few. So it's gonna be a real strong album still. You know, I think it's going to sell, what, Diamond?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a serious album because, you know, the songs themselves are hits anyway.
It's a great album.
And adding the names that you just mentioned, Shaggy, Freddie McGregor, Tanto Metro Devonte. I mean, the Tanto Metro Devonte, Chaka Demus Pliers together, that one I'm already sort of thinking in my head, how's that going to work? And I wonder what that's going to sound like.
Yes, it's a great song. When you hear it, you're going to love it.
And you know, I love this song, the refix. I love the refix. I think the refix is a huge hit. I think the refix just need a pump in promotion. Because the girl, especially the girl, Rena,
yes.
she have a beautiful voice and a lovely energy. I really, you know, I truly love the song from my heart, you know. I mean, know it's. I mean, know the song is a hit.
It's a hit song.
Yes.
It's a hit song. It's a big song.
It just needs some strength.
Yeah. Which part of the world would you say is really sort of like, taking to that song, the Young Gal refix?
Africa there.
Okay.
Cause it's an Afrobeat rhythm it Devon and thing, and Afrobeat come like it a go on away now. So
yes,
it a really take off in Africa right now.
Yes, yes. I mean, I think that that we have this constant discussion, going on across the world about dancehall, Afrobeats, the fusing of genres. What are your thoughts as two elder artists on this whole sort of debate about is dancehall sort of being taken over by Afrobeats, and some people are complaining that some of the productions that are coming out from the younger camps, they're not reggae, they're not dancehall enough. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Afrobeat, dancehall, reggae, well in my family,
Right, okay.
So I say, I think you have reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat. Afrobeat are just a smaller brother to dancehall. So we have to just unite and just go and do the music, because the music is, the rhythm is innocent, just put good lyrics on the rhythm. All our family, the rhythm, we have to just come together and just go and work the thing. Nobody go complain about that one, this and that one, that music, this and that music, that. Music is life, music is love, music is a blessing from above. We have to come together and just do good music and just entertain the people in the world, whether Afrobeat, whether ska, rocksteady, mentor. Just put the lyrics together and everybody just have fun. Fun, we say.
So really, I think what you're saying is actually we don't really need to put a tag or label. It's just music.
Yes, Rasta.
Right.
Yes, Rasta. So me see.
Yeah, I want the music make the right and proper way, because I think production is one of the big things to the producer, because you them have lyrics like sometimes I wonder how them think and how they come up with that kind of them lyrics, but sometimes it's really the production, I think sometimes. Production, I don't.
One more thing. Sorry. I hear them keep on saying reggae dead. Reggae are dead. And I think some people do a survey there, and reggae music is one in the top 10. Listen. That's all. Music in the world. So you tell me something now. If reggae are dead, why it is one of the top
10, yes,
most listening music
in the world?
Well, you have
some kind of dead and dead top 10.
Remember, you'd have Dennis Brown.
Who know if you stop it? Who know if you stop it and go like you want to do with reggae music? Reggae music is one of the most powerfulest music in the world. Don't try nothing. You what Bob say? You what Peter Tosh say? Bunny Wailer, Burning Spear. The whole works. All of them man, they are great, man. So me I say, them man they. Alright, look how reggae music great. Bob changed the world with reggae. How much Rasta you have in the world? Not for the people we see all over the world. We say them a Rasta. Who make them do that? You think of me? A Bob Marley and reggae music change enough people life in the world. Powerfulest music. Who no can't talk to me. Me don't talk.
What about the lyrical content? Sometimes there's people that are saying that there is a disconnect between some of the music that's being made here locally and the rest of the world. I'm talking of, the lyrics about Molly, the Fully Dunce and so on. What's your take on that?
What you say?
The Dunce thing, what?
But I don't know if it's about some of them things, yes.
The Dunce thing. You see, my youth, where do that song there? I don't know where him get the idea from.
How all of them doing the same and saying the same?
And thing, but you see me now?
Bull.
You have to just be careful what you say upon the music them nowadays, upon the rhythm them, because, certain things you can't take back. The youth say, Dunce. No way. I don't understand what I really say about that, but the Dunce thing, for me, education is the key. I don't know. That you have to explain himself to me. When I like to see him and him explain to me why him do a song like that still. And now go fight against the youth.
I think that means them never have to go on high school or go to school if you have money, because them rich, them we have the biggest house and then we have the biggest car and most money in them pocket and all of that, and then never had to go to school. So then say fully dunce, spell cat. Me don't know if I spell it. Fully dunce, but me rich. I mean that are for them thing. I mean, I don't know how for going at that. But one of the other thing too, I mean, I know still in a, I don't know. I think, as I say, we need some better producer for the music. The youth them are DJ, you know, and them find the best lyrics of the world, you know. Sometimes the little melody not even dead there for all it. Some of the song, and them not going it lasting any time, and maybe them think they help us shake the thing down kind of way. Yeah, I don't know if you understand what I say.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Kind of rattling it up and getting it weaker.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of the beats that we're hearing, they're not even made by a producer. They're just bought over the internet for like $100. Yeah.
Overseas and
yeah.
For $100, $150, and just go upon them.
You them have to just know them are there, man. Let me tell you, say.
But,
so you see, when you say music now not influence people, sorry, you can't tell me that. Music have a lot of influence on people's life. Yeah. No bother with them argument about when you do no song. It motivate make people do things. You know, when you talk about certain little things by shoot man and all them things and them gun thing, you know, look on the society right now in Jamaica wagwan. You think you can't tell me nothing say music not influence people. Yeah. Look what Bob do to the world with him music. When people we are follow Bob, what him do to them? Influence them. No follow them, follow him where I say like the message where the man send. No follow them, follow and you know, understand what the man say and follow what the man say.
Even Sizzla come do the same thing. Cause when Sizzla come round, him and keep it on them, you know. The amount of bubble you sip on the street, and there's that because there was at that time there was a lot of bad youth turn good. To what the youth them did say the consciousness that was coming out of them soul.
Yes.
At the time. You know, even when you look all over Jamaica, foreign, you see bubble. Because you them must say righteousness and when them must say it's strong. So, you know, Bob back in the time tweet all over the world with the other younger youth. So as the Demus has said, music, you can't say music not influential. Music influence people. Music influence me. You know, if change from like maybe not be negative and positive, because I used to listen a lot of Bob Marley. So
we're really excited about this new album, the Chaka Demus Pliers 30-year anniversary. Is there plans to go on the road with this album as well?
Most definitely we have a tour on the album, man, because you don't know, say, once you put out an album, you have to just set up your tour and just go up on the road and promote it. So we all of them planned in, you know, in the tour.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I want to give thanks to both of you for sharing some of the stories over the last 30 or 35 years. I really give thanks for your time, both of you, today. A closing message to all the people that are watching today.
What I want the island for sure is more love for each other. You know, especially my people in Jamaica here. You know, just show some love. Love is the answer. You hear me say? Yes, sister.
Love, prosperity, good health, success, and all the beauty that the earth has created for us from back in the days up to this day, from the beginning of the earth till this day, be unto all mankind from this day and from that day on. Rastafari.
Reggae interviews. Word sound power.